तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। Let us resume our discussion on Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual discourses with his intimate devotees at the house of Girish Chandra Ghosh on 15th February 1885, when Sri Ramakrishna visited North Kolkata and stopped there on his way to witness Bishaketu drama in Star Theatre. There the discussion was, the goal of life is to realize God. It is equally attainable by monks and householders, and so the householders are supposed to continue their household duties and responsibilities and think of God as well. The question was asked whether realization of God is possible for lower caste people who are not Brahmins. Sri Ramakrishna emphatically said, those who are the lowest class, even they have attained God, mentioning about Shabari of the age of Ramachandra, then Gohak Chundal, as mentioned in Ramayana, and also down to Ravidas, the exalted, realized soul of the modern age. Just a couple of 100 years ago of the advent of Sri Ramakrishna. Bhakta Ravidas. We were having discussed at length about Shabari. We are discussing the episode of Ravidas, where he found that even being a cobbler belonging to the low caste families of making shoes, he continued that profession till the last day of his life, and also interacted and realized soul in a very intimate, realized God in a very intimate way. We discussed his brief life and we are discussing his philosophy, which is based on 10 points. We have already discussed the 5 points, and 6th point is on the process of discussion. The main points to achieve a note for spiritual aspirants, as delineated by Ravidas, was the goal of human life. Can you all hear me? Am I audible by all? आपको सुनाई पड़ रहा है? Can you hear me? The goal of human life is to realize God, that we must never forget. And whatever we do, it should be oriented to that goal. And while remembering that the life is short and life is uncertain, we do not have a lease of hundreds of years to realize God. Whatever time is available within hand, that should be fully utilized to achieve the goal of life. Then only the life is successful. Whatever you do, whatever amount you earn, whatever degrees and diplomas you acquire, everything will be in vain unless you fulfill the purpose of your life. That is realization of God, that is seeing God in this very life, and that is to love God. This is the goal. And second point to remember, as per the philosophy of Ruidas, is Ghat Ghat Vasi Paramatma. God is residing in every soul. God is not away from us. He is present within us and without us. भीतर बाहर चारों ओर परमात्मा का उपस्थिति है. This is the holistic way of life. We do not have to stay away from society. In society, God is present everywhere. To serve everyone is to worship God. But in order to do that, third point to remember is we require the help of a guide. जीवित गुरु की आवश्यकता. There is a necessity to have a living spiritual master. You have to understand. God is present everywhere, within us, without us, in a subtle way, not in a tangible form. भगवान उपस्थित है, लेकिन सूक्ष्म रूप में विराजमान है, स्थूल रूप से नहीं. ईश्वर को स्थूल रूप से दर्शन करना ही जीवन का उद्देश्य है. पर ये मान के चलना पड़ेगा कि भगवान चारों ओर विद्यमान है, सूक्ष्म रूप से. ये चारों ओर है, तो सूक्ष्म रूप में विराजमान भगवान को स्थूल रूप में देखने के लिए एक जीवित गुरु की आवश्यकता है. One is required to have the help of a living guide. गुरु का जीवन में आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि गुरु और गोविंद एक ही है. गॉड एंड द लिविंग गुरु आर नॉट टू डिफरेंट. गॉड कम्स, द हेल्प ऑफ गॉड कम्स थ्रू द पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ ए लिविंग गॉड. This is according to the philosophy. And of course he has given here सच्चे गुरु का क्या लक्षण है और सच्चे गुरु से मिलाप का क्या सुख है. ये सब अवान्तर है. Third point is that we require a guru in our very life for spiritual culmination. We require the help of a guru. Without it we cannot go. Now, fourth point to remember is satsang ka mahatva, the significance of the company of the holy. Satsang का महत्व है, the significance of the company of the holy. The holy company is necessary. Through holy company, we come to the feet of the Guru. To start with, we must have spiritual journey begins with the company of the holy people. Holy men, those who have left hearth and home, those who are even living within the world, they are constantly praying to God, having a full-time participation. So the satsang. Now, then fifth point जो बताया, that is नाम bhakti, the redeeming power of the name of God. God is not present within us in a concrete form, but His name is present. And name and form are interrelated. So they have made a wonderful discovery that though God is not present within us, but in a subtle form is present through His name. And the name of God and form of God are inseparable. So if we catch hold of the name and proceed gradually, ultimately you will reach the end of the rope, that is God. So that's why is given the great importance for the role of the holy company, Naam Mahatma. Though it is small, but it has a deep significance in our life. That now, this is for the importance of the repeating the name of God. Discharge the spirituality. Sometimes it is said, the name of God is more powerful than God. The example is given, Sri Ramachandra had to build a bridge in order to visit Lanka to recover Sita Mai. But Hanumanji, believing in the strength of the name of Rama, he crossed the ocean by a jump. So here he went. And he says, how is it done? Because by repeating the name of God. When you name, you start your work, you give it the name of, then gradually you become oriented towards God. So name is most important. Naam Mahatma, Naam Bhakti. Then sixth step is Sacha Prem, which we are discussing, pure love. Now God is, the goal of life is to realize God. And what is the way? As I said, you can do austerities, titiksha, you can teach others, whatever you do. But it all culminates in pure love to God. Sacha Prem. बिनु प्रेम से नहीं मिले नंदलाला. आप जितना भी कुछ कर लो, प्रेम बिना भगवान नहीं मिलेगा. Please try to understand. When you do good works, it produces good fruits. In order to enjoy that fruit, you have to do further work. Again, you have, then thirdly, you have some other variety. So now, in short, when somebody has pure love to God, then he has reached the goal of life. This is the goal, to develop pure love for God. So now, first thing, कि what is pure love to God? Sacha Prem ka Swarup. What is the nature of pure love? This first we must clarify. कि सच्चे प्रेम का स्वरूप क्या है? That has been discussed here. Now this chapter on pure love to God, Ravidas ji, that has been differentiated into 4 points, 4 dimensions of pure love. And that is सच्चे प्रेम का स्वरूप, the nature of pure love. Second is प्रेम विह्वल प्रेमी की अवस्था, the condition of the person who has developed pure love for God. उसका लक्षण क्या है, कैसे होता है? Thirdly, प्रेम की विरहाग्नि, the fire of separation from the beloved. ये मत सोचा जाए प्रेम बहुत मजेदार आनंदपूर्ण अभिज्ञता है. So, the person proceeds in that path of pure love, then gradually he is overwhelmed with his pure and effulgent power. So first is प्रेम की परिभाषा, लक्षण, स्वरूप. Second is that प्रेमी की अवस्था. Third is the विरहाग्नि. And fourth is सच्चे प्रेम का फल, the result of pure love. ना प्रेम का स्वरूप हम लोग ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि सच्चा प्रेम मीन्स अनन्य भक्ति, न अन्य अनन्य. मेरे तो गिरिधर गोपाल, दूसरा ना कोई. दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. We have, every one of us have love for God. But this love for God, whatever it be, is not unalloyed. This love for God is not without any motive for return. That is not prem. First is that I love God and I do not have anyone else. That sharing is no more permissible. We love God and God alone. एकमात्र भगवान के प्रति जो भावनावासा वही प्रेम है. As I said, दूसरा ना कोई. That is called अनन्यता. Ananya prem, ananya bhakti, na anya ananya. This is the first point to remember. Then, प्रेम में कोई व्यापार नहीं रहेगा. There is no hope of return. व्यापार is business, give and take. प्रेम is not a business affair. प्रेम is a समर्पण का चीज है. समर्पण कर दीजिए और अपने को समर्पण करेंगे. तो नाउ वी हैव ए सेंस ऑफ अहंकार, मी एंड माइंड. एज एंड व्हेन आवर मी एंड माइंड अहम ममेति, दिस गेट्स फेज्ड आउट, सच अ प्रेम डॉन्स. मोर वी फॉरगेट अबाउट सेल्फ, मेर वी रिमेंबर गॉड. सो बिटवीन अस and God, there is a wall of ego, ahankar, which does not allow anybody to penetrate. That myth has to be broken. That myth has to be broken that pure love, the love for the beloved, is for me only. Is to be understood. This is Sacha Prem. Now, when a person has pure love, then it transcends three gunas, Satya, Rajas, Tamas, and five perversions, vikaro, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह एंड अहंकार, ये सबसे ऊपर चले जाते हैं. एंड दे बिकम प्योर child of God. This is the journey. Till then we are struggling. Now, after the prem as has been defined by Swami Vivekananda, it is an equilateral triangle. On the one leg there is unselfishness, there is niswarthata, one leg, and there is no bargaining. They do not want anything in return. And there is fearlessness. There is no reservations. Then it has become pure love. And then after this, so prem befall premi ki avastha, when a person is overwhelmed with prema, which is necessary to realize God, तो क्या होता है? What is his condition? यहाँ पर रविदास जी कहते हैं, रविदास पीतम एक तू ही, तुम्हारे मीत अनेक, शशि कई कमोद है बहु, कुमोद की शशि है एक. नाउ रविदास जी कहते हैं कि मेरे प्रीतम, यद्यपि तुम्हारे लिए तुम्हारे अनेक भक्त है, पर मेरे लिए एक मात्र तुम ही हो. जिसे कारणों से लिए जो बहुत से कुमुद पुष्प है, पर किसी कुमुद विशेष के लिए केवल चंद्रमा ही एकमात्र है. God is our very own. God may have many devotees, but I have only one God. And then our dependence on God, our feeling and loneliness, our longing for God becomes tremendous. That is the point. Tremendous. So when God is very known, very own to us, then the person becomes totally engrossed in the thought of God. That is प्रेमी की अवस्था. विह्वल हो जाते हैं, जगत भूल हो जाते हैं. वो जैसे कि जो चातक है, वो नक्षत्र का पानी, साथी नक्षत्र का पानी जब गिरेगा तभी वो पार निकलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं. ये व्यक्ति भी नाना प्रकार का प्रलोभन के बावजूद एकमात्र भगवान को ही चाहते हैं. So this is the point, that we want God and God alone. We do not want anyone else. And for that, there should be intense longing in the heart. As Sri Ramakrishna says, it's like wrenching a wet towel. If the towel is wet, you make it, then you are. Now, so प्रेम भी वो प्रेमी की अवस्था है, बड़ा नाजुक अवस्था है. He becomes overwhelmed. When the chitta becomes pure, as soon as the chitta becomes pure, in that pure chitta, the voice of God will be reflected. So that's why this, प्रेमी का जो अवस्था है, देयर इज एन एक्सॉल्टेड स्टेशन ऑफ लाइफ. जीवन में सबसे बड़ा प्राप्ति है ईश्वर को प्यार करना. द ग्रेटेस्ट गिफ्ट ऑफ गॉड, ग्रेटेस्ट गिफ्ट ऑफ लाइफ इज टू लर्न हाउ टू लव गॉड. एंड व्हेन देयर इज प्योर लव फॉर गॉड, then the mind is overwhelmed. Every moment we look around and try to find God, try to be intimate with God. When we continue this way, प्रेमी की अवस्था से, तब हमारे लिए कोई कानून, when we pure love for God, then only we go to the next stage, that प्रेम के लिए, सच्चा प्रेम के लिए हमारा जो वी डू नॉट वांट एनी फल, हम लोग के रिटर्न नहीं चाहते हैं, लेकिन जो प्रेमी की जो विरह अग्नि, द पैंग ऑफ सेपरेशन, द एक्सट्रीम पेन फॉर नॉट बीइंग एबल टू गेट यूनाइटेड विद गॉड, दैट इज ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ the offering our love to God. We must know how painful and difficult the situation is. We want pure love of God, but the love of God is situated in a place which is not approachable to us. That's why there is a longing. I want to go to you, but I am unable to touch your feet because of my reservations. That is the prayer coming from our deep. So this gives a great thought for us to ponder, and we'll continue this topic in next Sunday class. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampādhita vigraham vai Ishāvataram parameshamidyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namāmah. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. We close now with chanting of the Lord. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om